What's up guys, today's video is sponsored by Surfshark. Surfshark is a modern VPN designed with the users in mind. Their utilities are powered by robust security mechanics but designed to be simple and intuitive to use. Enjoy all the freedoms of open internet safely and anonymously with no device limits.
And using Surfshark, you can get access to the Japanese version of Netflix. Because if you're not physically located in Japan, you'll be able to connect to Surfshark servers in Japan, gain access to lots of anime content that would have been previously unavailable.
And for a limited time, get 83% off for a 2-year plan and an additional free month at surfshark.deals/anime-sensei. This special offer makes your subscription just $1.99 per month, so you can browse securely on all your devices. Want to access the internet in a secure way? So use Surfshark. The special offer link is in the video description.
Hello guys, welcome to Anime Sensei. Well, you guys liked the top 10 anime where the main character is immortal so much that we decided to do a part 2. And if you want to watch part 1, the link will be in the description and the card above. Well, before starting the video, just wanted to ask to leave your like and subscribe to the channel because it was hard to find 10 more anime with immortal main characters, but I think you will like it. Well, let's get on with the video. Number 10. On May 1st, 1945 in Berlin, as the Red Army rises the Soviet flag over the Reichskanzlei, a group of Nazi officers conduct a ritual. For them, the slaughter of the city is nothing but a perfect ritual sacrifice in order to bring back the Order of the 13 Lances, a group of supermen whose coming would bring the world's destruction. Years later, no one knows if this group of officers succeeded, or whether they lived or died. Few know of their existence, and even those who knew began to pass away as the decades passed. Now in December, in the present day of Suihara City, Ren Fuji spends his days at the hospital. It has been 2 months since the incident that brought him to the hospital. A fight with his friend Shiro Yusa, where they almost tried to kill each other. He tries to value what has left to him. But every night he sees the same dream, a guillotine, murderers who hunt people, and the black-clothed knight who pursues the murderers. He is desperate to return to his life, everyday life, but even now he hears Shiro's words. Everyone who remains in this city eventually loses their minds. Number 9. A dark rabbit has 7 lives. Taito has been really sleepy lately, and keeps dreaming of a female vampire who says she has given him her poison. Sometimes he even thinks he hears her voice when he's awake. After surviving an accident that should have killed him, Taito's world changes drastically, and he realizes that his dreams are more real than he thought. Number 8. UQ Holder. In the decades since the world became aware of the existence of magic, the world has undergone a massive upheaval. However, a boy named Touta lives in seclusion in a rural town far removed from these changes. His ordinary life is highlighted by his magic-using female teacher and his supportive friends. When his tranquil daily life is disrupted, he embarks on a unique adventure. Number 7. Renai Bokun. When a strange girl named Guri comes knocking at Seiji Aino's door, he quickly finds himself thrust into a world of romantic troubles. Claiming that she will die if he doesn't kiss someone within 24 hours, Guri's pleas of desperation are misunderstood as pleas for love, leading Seiji to kiss the cute stranger that came barging into his house. In actuality, it turns out that this cosplaying Cupid is the wielder of a kiss note, in which any pairing of the names she writes will kiss and become a couple. Guri explains that she misspelt and accidentally wrote Saiji's name while indulging in her yaoi fantasy, but because she had yet to pair him with anyone, their kiss was meaningless. Even worse, Guri reveals that if Saiji is not coupled with anyone soon, not only will she die, but Saiji will remain a virgin for eternity. Eager to escape his fate, Saiji sets his sights on the beautiful and popular Akane Hiyama, but after Akane hears that he kissed Guri, she reveals the obsessive and psychopathic feelings that she holds for the unfortunate boy and proceeds to viciously attack them. In the ensuing confusion, Guri is able to pair Saiji with Akane in the kiss note, temporarily saving Saiji from any further bodily harm. But to complicate matters, Guri's newfound feelings lead her to also pair the two of them with herself. Just when the situation could not get any more convoluted, this new coupling with Gyuri has turned Saiji and Akane into temporary angels, forcing them into assisting the Cupid with her work of preparing humans, lest they be cast into hell. With all semblance of normality snatched from his life, Saiji gets to work at mismatching with these eccentric girls by his side. Number 6. Cannon Busters. Follow the adventures and exploits of Sam, a high-end royal-class friendship droid who's joined by a quirky, discarded maintenance robot and a brash, deadly fugitive. Together, the unlikely trio embarks on an unforgettable journey in a fantastic and dangerous world in search of Sam's best friend, the heir to a powerful kingdom under siege. Number 5. Trinity Blood. The background is in the distant future after the destruction brought about by Armageddon. The war between the vampires and the humans continues to persist. In order to protect the humans from the vampires, the Vatican has to rely on other allies to counter the situation. The protagonist, Abel Nightroad, is traveling priest from the Vatican and Krusnik, a vampire that drinks the blood of vampires. He is a member of the Axe, a special operations group led by Cardinal Catherine Sciofza. He encounters a young girl named Esther, who decides to go with him to Rome and train at the Vatican. Soon after he finds her, the Order of Rosencruz, led by Abel's twin Cain, tries to continue the war so they can rule the world. It's up to Abel and the Axe to try and stop them. Number 4. Black Butler. Young Ciel Phantomhive is known as the Queen's Guard Dog, taking care of the many unsettling events that occur in Victorian England for Her Majesty. Aided by Sebastian Michaelis, his loyal butler with seemingly inhuman abilities, Ciel uses whatever means necessary to get the job done. But is there more to this black-clad butler than meets the eye? In Ciel's past lives is a secret tragedy that developed him in perennial darkness. During one of his bleakest moments, he formed a contract with Sebastian, a demon, bargaining his soul in exchange for vengeance upon those who wronged him. Today, not only is Sebastian one hell of a butler, but he is also the perfect servant to carry out his master's orders, all the while anticipating the delicious meal he will eventually make of Ciel's soul. As the two work to unravel the mystery behind Ciel's chain of misfortunes, a bond forms between them that neither heaven nor hell can tear apart. Number 3. Serial Experience Lain. Lain Iwakuru, an awkward and introverted 14-year-old, is one of the many girls from her school to receive a disturbing email from her classmate, Chisa Yamoda, the very same Chisa who recently committed suicide. Lain has neither the desire nor the experience to handle even basic technology. Yet, when the technophobe opens the email, it leads her straight into the Wired, a virtual world of communication networks similar to what we know as the internet. Lain's life is turned upside down as she begins to encounter cryptic mysteries one after another. Strange men called the Men in Black begin to appear wherever she goes, asking her questions and somehow knowing more about her than she even knows herself. With the boundaries between reality and cyberspace rapidly blurring, Lain is plunged into more surreal and bizarre events where identity, consciousness, and perception are concepts that take on new meanings. Serial Experiments Lain is a psychological, avant-garde mystery series that follows Lain as she makes crucial choices that will affect both the real world and the Wired. In closing one world and opening another, only Lain will realize the significance of their presence. Number 2. Makuia, When the Promised Flower Blooms. Makuia is a member of a special race called the Iorf, mystical beings who can live for hundreds of years and remain separate from the lives and daily troubles of mankind. However, Makuia has always felt lonely despite being surrounded by her people, as she was orphaned from a young age. She daydreams about the outside world, but dares not travel from her home due to the warnings of the clan's chief. One day, however, the outside world finds her as the power-hungry kingdom of Mezarte invades her homeland. They already have what is left of the giant dragons, the Renato, under their control, and now their king wishes to add the immortality of the Iorf to his bloodline. The humans in the Renato ravage the Iorf homeland and kill most of its inhabitants. Caught in the midst of the attack, Makua is carried off by one of the Renato that has gone berserk. It soon dies and she is left deserted in a forest far from home. now truly alone, save for the cries of a single baby off in the distance. Makuya finds the baby in a destroyed village and decides to raise him as her own, naming him Ariel. Although she knows nothing of the human world, how to raise a child that ages much faster than her, and how to live with the smoldering loneliness inside, she is determined to make it all work somehow. Number 1. RE0, starting life in another world. When Subaru Natsuki leaves the convenience store, the last thing he expects is to be wrenched from his everyday life and dropped into a fantasy world. Things aren't looking good for the bewildered teenager, however. Not long after his arrival, he is attacked by some thugs. Armed with only a bag of groceries and now a useless cell phone, he is quickly beaten to a pulp. Fortunately, a mysterious beauty named Satella, in hot pursuit after the one who stole her insignia, happens upon Subaru and saves him. In order to thank the honest and kind-hearted girl, Subaru offers to help in her search, and later that night, he even finds the whereabouts of that which she seeks. But unbeknownst to them, a much darker force stalks the pair from the shadows, and just minutes after locating the insignia, Subaru and Satella are brutally murdered. However, Subaru immediately reawakens to a familiar scene, confronted by the same group of thugs, meeting Satella all over again. The enigma deepens as history inexplicably repeats itself. Well, this was today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel, and also enter my Discord server. Link will be in the description of the video. Anyway, see you in the next vid.